Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Random Reviews, where I'll be reviewing the third level of the Fifth Element video game for the PlayStation 1. Welcome to the Random Ramblings channel. I'm your host, Daniel. The level 3 of this game, Escape from NYPD, begins where we left off. You'll once again be playing as Lilu. The objective of this game is to get out within a certain amount of time from the NYPD after you have freed Corbin, and so the two of you can escape together. You have to do this before the time limit runs out, otherwise you'll be trapped once again in the NYPD. The level begins where you left off. The last level where Lilu is standing just outside the control panel from which she activated the cell to free Corbin. You can enter any of the cells now. In the cell on the far right, you'll find a shield and a medikit. However, on the far right, you'll find a barrel that you have to destroy, either with a contact bomb that's shaped like a microphone, or a brown bomb that is actually a grenade, even though it's called a bomb. Destroy that to gain access to the next level. If you kick or punch the barrel to destroy it, you will lose some health, so it's advisable that you obtain the medikit on the far right cell. Walk through the hole, and then you'll see a walkway blocked by some barrels. Destroy these with a bomb, as there is no point in injuring yourself exponentially by punching or kicking these barrels. The microphone bomb, as I like to call it, or the contact bomb, is best for these, as they explode on contact, whereas the brown bombs, which are actually grenades, as I said, tend to bounce around and be less accurate. Once this is destroyed, you'll have the option of obtaining a super weapon move, where Lilu does the explosion after she jumps up like a jumping jack to destroy nearby enemies. However, since you only have one of these at a time, and you've already got one being at the start of the game, there is no point in obtaining this at the moment. You have two choices. Either press the control panel in front of you, or ignore it for the moment and proceed to the right, where a door will open. As the NYPD is on lockdown, there is a humming noise where security alarms are going off and everything is red and flashing. Also, the spaceship monsters, as seen in the previous level, have now been equipped with guns that fire on you. It's at this point that the shield becomes extremely important, as they can absorb gunfire for a short period of time. You'll encounter the first spaceship monster. It is advisable here to perhaps use Lilu's special finishing move, or if you're so daring, continue on past the monster and proceed into the open space where all the cells are. Here you'll encounter a second spaceship monster, and should you so wish, use Lilu's special finishing move to destroy them both. Be mindful, as there is another spaceship monster around the other side, which you will not encounter yet, but you will later should you come back to this spot. Continue down the hallway where you first encountered this spot via a door where you had to kill the police officer in the previous level. It's here that you'll come across a shield instead of a medikit. It goes without saying that I'm proceeding under the assumption that you haven't pressed the timer button at this point, as if you did, you would only have 1 minute and 26 seconds to get out. The reason I'm going through this in more detail is there is a secret you can obtain that is quite useful. So please proceed under the assumption that you didn't press the timer, or if you did, I will tell you when to veer off and escape out the window, which will be done either way. Continue on after obtaining the shield, should you need it, and proceed back into the area where Lilu can either swing or jump across the chasm area, back into the first main spot where she encountered the first police officer of the game, in addition to the spaceship monster from the previous level. However, you will encounter another spaceship monster with a gun, destroy it by throwing a grenade bomb, as these are more effective than the contact bombs, as they have a better range and can be more flexible. You can increase the ranges a bomb's blast either by pressing R2 and releasing after a certain period. You'll know that you'll realize this by noticing when you press and hold down R2, a meter will appear and rise up. This indicates the length of range that you can throw the bomb at. Continue on. Be sure to pick up a life and a shield and a grenade in the secret area from before. This level is quite easy as all the areas where you cannot access have been blocked off by laser beams. Continue on where you will find another spaceship monster, destroy that one or avoid it by proceeding straight. Go down into the area where you destroyed the large wall with the conveyor belt in front of those barrels. Proceed down the stairs. It's here that the secret I mentioned earlier can be obtained. While in the previous level, this area was blocked off by laser beams on the far left at the end of the corridor, those laser beams are now deactivated, and I apologize for missing this in the previous level. I should really get on to writing post-recording notes after I upload these videos, and that's something I will attend to in the future. Proceed into this secret room where you will hit a transport hub. The transport hub will take you into a secret area where you will encounter a police officer. After subduing him, you'll notice a secret room, obtaining a life, a Lilu's special exploding finishing move, and a medikit. Now all you need to do is get out. This area can be quite tricky. Proceed to where the window is, smash every pane of glass, including on the far right. Be very careful though, as there is not much space for you to step down, as there is a drop that will cost you a life. So it's here that you will need to utilize caution. Either use the press and hold the circle button and use the direction buttons to move carefully, or just inch forward very slowly. Then jump across to the walkway that is on the far side. A far jump should do it. Just make sure your head is past the window area. Otherwise, you could, instead of jumping, do a forward step that could cost you a life. Very frustrating, and there is no point in doing this while the timer is active, otherwise you'll never get out in time. And I should say that you don't die or anything if you run out of time. The laser windows will just come back into place and lock you in again. If you successfully jump this area, you'll proceed to another transport hub, which will take you back into the open cell area. It's here, after jumping off the transport hub and back into the open cell area, you will encounter the last spaceship monster that I mentioned earlier to be mindful of. Either evade them quickly or throw a grenade, or should you have one, use the special move attack. It's then that you proceed back into the corridor where everything is red light and flashing. Proceed over to the control panel and press it. It's here that the 1 minute and 26 second timer shall activate. Proceed back along the first route where you came, all the way back to just before you reach the conveyor belt door that you destroyed with the conveyor belt door. On the right, during the first level where you encountered the spaceship monster and one of the control panels to activate one of the other doors from the previous level. It's here that you will encounter that you have the chance to obtain a bomb, and it's here where you see the laser windows have been opened. On average, you have about 30 seconds to spare if you proceed straight with no enemies. Jump out of the window and you will land outside. It's a good idea to wait till the timer counts down, as after 10 seconds the numbers will increase and a beeping noise will sound, indicating that you have to get out. Wait till the timer expires for the windows to seal shut behind you, then you can proceed forward with nothing blocking your way. Be mindful here, as you have to jump very carefully across gaps and onto small platforms. Don't worry if you lose a life, as you would have reached a checkpoint after managing to go outside. It's also here that you will encounter several Magalores that have escaped somehow. These enemies are quite deadly in melee combat. So my advice is to use the baseball slide and kicks and backflip away to let them punch themselves out. It's okay if you kick them off the ledge, but just be careful if you utilize the baseball slide, which, while effective, also carries you forward to some extent, and you could end up falling off yourself, which has happened to me. Proceed across the narrow beam, utilizing the circle button if you wish to be more careful. Don't worry, no matter how close you get to the edge, as long as you're pressing the circle button, you cannot fall off, as this is Lilu's walk carefully mode, which also applies to Corb and Dallas as well. Jump across a gap and encounter another Magalore monster. Subdue him and then turn right and then turn right. This area is extremely narrow, but you won't fall off. Proceed into an underground area that's all grey and boxed up. This area is where Corbin's taxi cab has been impounded, which you will realise had you selected one of the security camera images from before inside the cell area where the laser windows were on the far left, just opposite where the grenade was. Be careful, as there is one last Magalore here. Kill him and then throw either a grenade or a contact bomb at the barrels to destroy them. And be sure to hit the control panel on the right, as this will open the door. You can obtain another life here. Proceed into the next room where Corbin's cab is waiting. Here you will initiate the save game or continue game options. I should also mention that there are a number of secrets that can be obtained in the game. Winning secrets doesn't earn you any points or rewards, I should say. It's just something fun to do, unlike other games where you can earn extra lives or something like that. Well, that was the end of level 3 of the 5th element for the PlayStation 1, Escape from the NYPD, where you play as Lilu. The next level is Cornelius, where you have the option of either playing first as either Corbin or Lilu. It should be noted that these levels are technically two-parters, as both characters must complete the level in different ways to advance to the next area of the game. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below. Have you played this level? Did you find it challenging? Have you played this game and did you like it? Please let me know down below. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel and would like to see more content like this, please consider subscribing or check out one of the playlists on my channel. I'm your host, Daniel. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. And as always, my friends, if you want to be cool, stay cool. I will see you next time.